Compare yourself to you yesterday, not someone who's 5 years ahead of you. Problem I see for a lot of people, especially if we're going to talk physical, fitness, success, any of these areas, is that people are comparing their chapter 1 to someone's chapter 30. They're like, oh my God, there is no way I could do X, or do that workout, be able to do what you're doing. Yeah, you're fucking right, because you haven't put in the work yet. You haven't done that stuff to be able to reach that point yet. But that's okay. That's not a knock. That's not anything to be ashamed of. But you need to base it on where you are. You're avoiding starting. You're avoiding doing the work. You're avoiding doing what is required because, well, you aren't at that level, is a ridiculous thing. Like, I have people in the past who haven't come and joined the gym because they're like, oh, well, I'm not fit enough to work out yet. I'll go do something else. I'll go do running or Pilates or, yoga or some shit like that before I come join the gym to work out. And I'm like, that is the most ass backwards fucking statement. The whole point is that you join the gym so you can learn how to work out. You join the gym or you hire a trainer or you pay someone so that you can develop those skills to do it. You don't develop the skills and then go do it. And if you're constantly comparing yourself to someone else's end game, someone else's, lifetime of commitment, someone else's, well, especially if we're talking physique, could be superior genetics. Like, there is a fine line in those two, because I call absolute bullshit when people are like, oh, I can't get into shape because of my genetics. No, you absolutely fucking can. You definitely can get into great fucking shape, regardless of your genetics. Someone might have an easier go of it because their genetics are better, but it doesn't prevent you from getting into great shape. I've known many dudes who've done worse workouts, done poorer on nutrition, done those kinds of things and come out with way greater results. Genetics fundamentally do play a role in it. That is absolutely truth. But even if you had the worst genetics on the sun, under the sun, it doesn't mean you can't get great results. It just means you're going to have to be more diligent and you're going to have to be more consistent. And seeing as what I teach is consistency, effort, and follow through, that we don't fucking miss, we just do the work, we demand greatness every single day, that's not an issue. We're just showing up and fucking winning the day. That's the point. And the problem is that if you're constantly comparing yourself to other people, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be satisfied. And you need to compare your wins against your wins. You're going to get demotivated and you're going to be like, well, what's the fucking point? I'm not looking like, Bob over here or whoever the guy might be. I don't look like Sam Serlek or TNF or any of these guys. No, you're not going to. They've been doing this for years. They are experts in these fields. But are you better than you were yesterday? If the answer is fucking yes, then good fucking job. Like, this is the stuff we try and teach children, but I don't think most of us ever actually develop these skills. If you are better than you were yesterday, you won. If you won the day and you improved, you fucking won. That's all that matters. We've got to stop creating this hyper-idealized, delusional level of what success is. All you got to do is win the fucking day. We just focus on winning the day. Not on the end goal, not on what success looks like, on winning the day over and over and over again. Just keep showing the fuck up and doing the work. If you focus on doing the work, on winning the day, on being consistent as fuck with as much intensity as you can muster, you know what will happen? Sooner rather than later, you'll end up being hyper successful. You'll end up having the results that you want out of life. And that's fucking fantastic. But if you focus on only the end results and only the success and only those things, you're gonna get demotivated. You're gonna get disappointed. You're gonna end up hating the process and fucking quit on it. Because it isn't smooth sailing. It isn't a linear process. It isn't going to be, well, I did the work and, for a week or 2 weeks or 6 weeks, and now I'm meant to be that guy. No, it takes fucking time. That's why we talk about demanding greatness every single day in, day out, over and over and over again, because this isn't an instantaneous process. But nor should it be. Anything of value in life takes time, it takes effort, it takes attention. It takes consistency. It takes being consistent and showing up over and over and over again. Because if it didn't, well, everyone would fucking have it. Everyone would have the things that they want. Because, well, the only obstacle, the only, gatekeeping that happens is that it requires effort and consistency over a long period of time. But we often talk about how fucking low the bar is for this. That if you accumulated 100 hours across a year, which I believe is, I'm going to fucking get this wrong, I think it's 18 minutes a day or 20 minutes a day, that would put you in the top 5% for any skill. It's not going to make you, the jump between the top 5 and the top 1 is astronomical. Like, you're not going to be, an instant professional, but you would be phenomenally good. You'd be better than most from 20 minutes a day, every day. That is not a large commitment. The same is true for fitness. Like, the average person is so fundamentally out of shape and is so delusional about what level of shape that they're in and what is an acceptable level that it's insane. But all you have to do is dedicate the time. And people are like, oh, well, I don't have time. I don't have time to dedicate to this. I don't have time to invest into myself. I promise you fucking do. I promise you do. You are just making definitive choices. You are just making decisions around how you're going to utilize your time. And those decisions scream what you value. And it's that uncomfortable truth that people don't want to face, that your body is a billboard of the things that you value most. Don't like it? Fucking change it. But your body screams where your discipline level is at. Your body screams what you value. Your body screams what choices you make on the regular basis. Your body screams what you prioritize most. If you're fat, if you're out of shape, if you've got man tits and your stomach hanging over, it says that you prioritize now. Instant gratification over long-term success. And you won't convince me of it being any other way. That is what it says to the world. That I do not value myself, my life, how I show up enough to do what matters now. I value being comfortable. I value being happy over everything else. And not even true happiness, just happiness in the moment. Because let's be real, making those food choices doesn't make you happy. It's a dopamine fix. It's just a quick, ooh, yeah, feel good. But you don't actually, because it passes, and that's why you have to keep eating. It's why we keep going back for more. It's why we're addicted to those, sugary treats. It's why we chase those things. And those decisions matter. Those decisions add up into something that truly will matter. But if you continue to, neglect yourself, neglect your body, neglect the things that actually matter, well, it's going to catch up with you at some point. Those decisions are going to come home to roost at some point. And you need to decide what truly matters. What actually matters to you. And that initial step's going to suck. I remember it. I remember making that initial step. If I'm being honest, it was probably 8 times. God, that's a fucking joke. 8 times I had to do that. 8 times I took that first step. 8 times I went and did that. And failed. My own program. The thing that I teach. There's 126 to greatness, demanding greatness. I failed within less than 3 weeks. 8 times. Before I'd finally had enough of my shit to pull it together. So there is no judgment on that. It's like the one I spoke about the other day. It's not your fault that you ended up here. It's your fault if you continue to stay stuck. That's the difference. That's the separator. And you can't be comparing your end goal to your end goal or someone else's end goal to yours. All you can compare yourself is to yesterday. And part of the reason why we take the daily photos is because you won't see the progress you're making. You won't notice the difference as it's transpiring. So you need documented footage to show you how much of a difference it makes. Documented footage to show you when you're all in, when the intensity's working, when you're delivering everything you can, and when it wanes. But you have to just make sure that you keep winning the day, that you keep doing better than you did yesterday. That decision, that choice, is what will deliver everything you want out of this life. To just keep showing up as the best version of yourself. To just keep showing up as the man that you know you can and should be. But only compare yourself to yesterday. That's why in the 5 tenets of demanding greatness is taking a daily fucking photo. Because, well, you need to see it every day. You need to be confronted with your reality of where you're at so that you continue to move forward. And then if you're confronted with your reality and you compare it to someone who's already invested years of their life, time, money, effort, sweat, and intensity into this, well, shit, you're going to get demotivated real fucking quick. Hell, I've been doing this for a long ass time, and there are still days where I see other people and I'm like, fuck me. I have to pull myself back and I'm like, am I better than I was yesterday? And the answer is always yes. So I'm fucking winning at life. You just got to run your own race. It doesn't mean that you don't show up. It doesn't mean you don't give it your all. It doesn't mean that you don't go fucking balls to the wall on it with massive intensity. No. You still do all those things. But you're only comparing yourself to you. The only race you need to run is against you. If you end up being as good as those other people, fantastic. But trying to compare yourself to them along the way is a great way to just absolutely destroy your results and absolutely get upset and demotivated and fucking hate where you're at. So don't cripple yourself on that. Don't cripple yourself by making it harder on yourself with comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on you. Focus on your wins. Focus on winning the fucking day. Forget about everything else. Are you winning the day? It's really simple. It's really that black and white. Are you winning the day? Did you win today? Did you knock out all the things that you said you would do today? Yes, no. Good, you won the day. Do the same the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And just make sure you keep winning the fucking day. Like, I don't know how much more simple I can make that. That all you have to do is just win the day. And the easiest way to do that is to start with the physical. To start with demanding greatness. The 5 core principles: a weighted walk with 10% or more of your body weight, a weighted workout, an animal-based diet, drink 4 liters of water, take a daily photo. Tick off those 5 things every single fucking day. And you win. Just focus on doing that and you'll win. Just focus on ticking the 5 things off every single day and you will win. I can guarantee you. I can fucking guarantee you. Alright? And if you want to really do it properly, get into Demanding Greatness, click the link in my bio. Let's get you fucking started in doing it properly. And let's see what you can do. I had one guy lose 20 kilos in 6 weeks. 20 kilos in 6 weeks. On average, my guys lose between 7 and 14 kilos in 6 weeks. All it requires is that first commitment and then the intensity to fucking back it up. And you can change everything about your entire life. You can become the man that you know you were destined to be, that you were called to be, that you've been hiding from. You can become that guy. All you got to do is make that first decision and win that first fucking day. And just make sure that every single day you get better than the guy you were yesterday. That's the only competition you have, is being better than you were yesterday. And sooner rather than later, that effort, that consistency, that intensity will steamroll. And you will be in awe of the man that you see in the mirror. You will be in awe of who you've become just by showing up, just by continuing to win the day over and over and over again. So if you're ready for that, if you're ready to finally cut the shit, to finally step into being the man you know you should be, to start with fitness, to jumpstart everything you have in this life, well, click the link in my bio, get into Demanding Greatness, let's make it a fucking reality, and let's see who you can become on the other side. Can't wait to see you there. Until then.